AI can feel confusing at first, but the essentials are more straightforward than they seem. In this beginner guide, you'll learn what AI is, how it works at a high level, and how to use it well. In the next few minutes, you'll build a practical foundation. You'll understand AI in simple terms, spot where it can help with real work, write clearer prompts in everyday language, and use your own judgment to check the result. Traditional software does what people explicitly program it to do. If this happens, then do that. It follows handwritten rules step by step. AI works differently. Instead of following only fixed rules, it learns patterns from examples. Then it can do 5 useful things. It can make predictions like what might happen next. It can rank options like the best matches in a list. It can answer questions in natural language. It can generate new content like a draft, an image, or code, and it can recommend actions like the next best step to take. Artificial intelligence is the big umbrella. Machine learning is one branch inside it, and generative AI is a branch focused on creating things like text, images, audio, or code. It also helps to separate the chatbot from the model. Think of the chatbot as the interface you talk to, and the model as the engine underneath doing the actual generation. On screen, a quick message exchange makes the difference clear. First, someone asks for a 2-page update to be summarized for a non-technical client. Then the assistant returns a short, plain language summary in 5 bullet points. Next, the user asks for that summary to be rewritten as a warm email, while flagging any facts that still need checking. And the assistant responds with a draft, plus a short list of details to confirm, like the timeline, budget, and launch date. At a high level, modern models learn patterns during training by processing huge numbers of examples. That training helps the model recognize relationships in language, images, and other kinds of data. When you write a prompt, you give the model a goal, some context, and often a few constraints. The model then generates a likely continuation based on the patterns it learned and the words you gave it. That is why human review matters so much. The model does not know in the human sense, so people still need to check accuracy, tone, and whether the result actually fits the situation. AI is often most useful when it helps you draft, summarize, classify information, or explore ideas faster than starting from a blank page. At the simplest level, AI learns patterns from lots of examples, then uses those patterns to predict a useful next word, answer, or action. That's why it can help you draft, summarize, sort information, explore ideas, and create a strong first version for you to improve. A simple way to get better results is to talk to AI the way you'd talk to a helpful colleague. Be clear about your goal, add the context it needs, and use normal everyday language instead of trying to sound technical. As you get started, think of AI as a practical assistant. Begin with low-risk work tasks, ask in plain language, and keep ownership of the final result. If you do that, you'll have something useful you can apply right away. It tends to shine on pattern-rich work, where a person can review the result quickly, make corrections, and decide what is actually worth using. The biggest risk is that AI can sound fluent even when it is wrong. It may produce hallucinated facts or made-up citations that look convincing if you do not check them. It can also reflect bias from training data, miss important context, or sound overly certain on unusual edge cases where careful reasoning matters most. A good rule is simple. The more important the decision or the impact, the more human review, source checking, and judgment you need around the output. A good prompt usually includes 5 parts: the goal, the context, the constraints, an example if you have one, and a request to flag uncertainty instead of guessing. For example, you might say, draft a client update for a non-technical audience. Keep it under 200 words, use plain language, explain the delay clearly, and flag anything that needs confirmation. That kind of prompt gives the model a clearer target, which usually means less cleanup and a more useful first draft. Responsible AI use is really about designing a good workflow. Protect data, verify important claims, watch for bias, and keep human ownership of decisions and final communication. That also means sensitive or regulated information should not be pasted into unapproved tools. If the data is private, high stakes, or tightly controlled, slow down and use the right process. As we recap, these are some of the places AI tends to help most. Drafting, summarizing, organizing information, and brainstorming are all strong starting points. The main caution points: AI can sound confident even when it's wrong. And the higher the stakes, the more you need human review, source checking, and judgment. As a final recap, AI learns patterns from examples and helps most with tasks that follow clear patterns. It can be a huge help, but it still needs human review. And the key takeaway is simple. Talk to AI naturally, in plain language like you would to a helpful colleague. If you do that, you'll be able to use it with more confidence and better judgment.